typically, humans don't act in unconditional love. They act in a type of love that is conditional. It has conditions, it has qualities, and if you don't meet those qualities, the condition is you only get this love when you meet this standard. And so a mother's love is supposed to be unconditional. Jesus Christ's love is unconditional. And so I work with the divine feminine in the sense of unconditional love. It's not something that comes from the human side of us. It comes from the spiritual side that resides in our spirit when we enter our vessel, and that anyone can tap into that, given enough clarity. I allow myself to be open to giving and receiving love without fear of rejection. I give without expecting recognition or acknowledgement in return. I was giving, not expecting a single thing in return. And then I kept giving, knowing that these people didn't want me to give. Knowing they didn't want my attention to be valuable, to be something that helps someone, even someone close to them. Because if it doesn't come from me, it can't come from them. I'm the only one. That's human. That's a human type of love. I'm the only one who can give you love like that. No one else can. Yikes, that's definitely conditional love. When you're picky and choosy about who deserves it. It's not unconditional. That is love with conditions, when you pick and choose who receives it and who doesn't deserve it. Divine feminine energy does not pick and choose who deserves it. Divine feminine energy understands we all require unconditional love. I love myself the way I am, not the way I was or could be, and I extend this love to others. Teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. We have third chakra, the solar plexus, freedom of choice. Solar plexus, if you're feeling very unbalanced, solar plexus is a good way to balance. I have the freedom to choose, so I choose wisely, because my decisions have a great impact on how I see myself and how I feel about myself. I own, accept, and express my feelings unreservedly, and do not try to escape them with my own mind games. I have free will to choose how I respond to any situation. I choose to respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. And we have the first chakra, the base chakra, patience. As I observe in nature, growth takes time. This is a time for reflection, persistence, and surrender. As things unfold at their own pace, I remain calm and tolerant during any challenging times. I develop quiet hope and expectations based on trust in both myself and in higher power.